is because we have to be very careful when we talk in the same sentence or breath or idea space about what the intelligence community has done with remote viewing and about non-speakers. Because immediately it makes you start thinking, well, maybe the intelligence community is going to be interested in having a bunch of non-speakers come, be spies for them. And that could be great. It could be great for the careers of non-speakers who are really good at this, let's say. It could be really good. But if it's not done ethically, if it's done in an exploitative way, which in the past it could have been because there's so much shame and stigma around believing in these things. So when you wrap something like UFOs, psychic beliefs with shame and stigma, it allows you to exploit people who do have those capacities in a non-public way.
That's right.
And that's not okay. So my whole life mission in this space is we say these things out loud. We do not support any shame or stigma around them. The science supports that this is happening. STFU, if you think that you're going to put some stigma on top of this and control the space, because this information is coming out through science, through culture, through philosophy. And let's get going with using it to make the world a better place rather than try to control people. We can use all of our tools in science to understand it. And we can use our tools as humans. And I say we, like beyond the scientists, like everyone. We ought to be using our tools as humans to say, now, wait a minute. Here are some people whose minds work very differently. I really don't understand how their minds work. That's really true. I don't. Also, I don't think anyone else does, but I certainly don't. And what can we learn about this different way of using the mind? And how can we respect that and honor that and create a future for these students that is worthy of them and that is worthy of us? So that's what I want to say about the non-speaker thing. I'm working with the telepathy tapes folks to extend the curriculum and create a spelling curriculum. This is largely with people who know about this. I'm just sort of helping lead it with my nonprofit, but that they're really doing the work to create a spelling curriculum that is more than a spelling curriculum. So it helps if you're not familiar with non-speakers, often they will be offered the chance to use a letterboard to communicate. And it takes a lot of time and attention for their communication partner who's holding the letterboard to learn how to do it the right way, because these students are largely apraxic. They can have OCD loops. They often have this capacity to shut off with their oculomotor system. So you have to reawaken the oculomotor system. So it's not just an example of here's a keyboard, go type the message. The brain is working very differently. All of those systems, perception, action, cognition, are probably different, right? And so creating a spelling approach that brings in more context about their special gifts, brings in unconditional love, brings in awareness of the future that is there for these students is really important.